Hi guys, Red Girl and Army Girl here from a discussing round ball versus conical. So the round ball is the older of the two. Been around over basically around 1,000 years plus. And like a bumblebee, it's interesting, a sparrow is not supposed to fly. It's like a bumblebee is not supposed to fly. But us humans, with our ingenuity, learn to make it fly. So, and it's a really good bullet to use for up close in a rifle, 100 yards or less, or in a pistol, 25 yards or less. The round balls serve you really well. Made out of soft lead. It acts a lot like a modern hollow point. It just splatters outward. And especially if it hits bones. Throw a tomato against a wall. That's what a soft lead round ball does to your insides. But there are some fallbacks. One, it's a short range proposition. It just kind of falls like a rock once it loses its steam. And it has a very rainbowed trajectory because of the shape of the bullet. It doesn't cut through air very well at all. But like I said, for up close and particularly on thin skin game, anything from a rabbit on up to a black bear, at close range, the round ball probably serve you better than the conical, which I'll talk about that in just a moment. My mouth's really dry, so I'm having to drink a lot of water. Conical. They've been around about 300 years, but has really improved with the mini, or as we call it here in the States, mini ball system. Has the hollow base, the gases. It's smaller than the bore of the rifle, so it just slips on down easy. Plus it has these grease grooves that invert this way. There's a reason for that. In theory, when the ball is sliding down through the barrel, the grease will come off and soften the fouling from it. The gases that explode up into that hollow cavity open it up so it grips the rifling, and thus doesn't need a patch to fly straight and true to the target. The older styles didn't have the round flat nose, they were pointy, which actually give them a slightly better ballistic defense. I can't really pronounce that, forgive me. Slightly better ballistics at long range. But the wide flat nose, like on this 54 cal, is better for hunting because you get the best of both worlds from the conical like this. You get that smushing effect, as we call it nowadays, the mushroom. Plus, you get extra weight. The more weight helps push it through the target better because it's got more momentum to it. If I took this 230 grain ball and pushed it at the exact same speed as this 410 grain mini, the 410 grain mini would win. Just too much mass behind it, which Black Bear and up, this would be probably preferred, cause it can just break, it just shoots right through tough muscles, heavy bone, etc. And I do not believe in the concept there's too much gun. There's never too much gun. What they mean by that is that it's not too much to kill the animal, it's that it can damage the meat. Like you shoot a deer with a black powder 45-70, the meat damage is about as big as my thumb. The exit holes about like this. If I done a 270 with a 130 grain bullet, there'd be a spot this big around of bloodshot meat. That's what that means. But you could use this on deer, etc., but it won't have the stopping effect. I'm not going to say stopping power, because that's kind of like a hot topic word nowadays. I got soot on me. Ah, got more soot. Oh well. Dirty. Okay, so I'm so bad. The conical, also due to its shape, will fly through the air with less resistance, giving it a more flat trajectory at a longer range, where the round ball's probably lost every bit of its steam at 150 yards. This is still going strong. It's easily a 300 yard range projectile. And if you have the pointy type, all the way up to 500 yards. Another little interesting thing is during the American Civil War, a lot of the Confederate soldiers were still using the round ball system, round ball shooting guns. Where system come from, I don't know. And it was noted that a lot of times, even though they done catastrophic damage when they hit bones, a lot of times the ball would stop in the body and just literally fall out. Whereas the mini ball was noted to just completely obliterate bones. And they said it could pass through 4 men lined up in a row at 100 yards. Just absolutely devastating. We have a lot of newer technology now. You could argue better bullets. I don't know, personally I think the mini ball is the deadliest thing that's ever was created. I've shot deer with modern bullets, I've shot them with round balls, and I shot them with mini balls. And while the round ball and a deer at the ranges I shot had actually a better shocking effect, the mini ball done a lot more damage as far as breaking both shoulders. In fact, it broke both shoulders and went through a small tree about this big around behind the deer. And the one that I shot with a mini ball went through the first shoulder. I'm at the round ball. It went through the right shoulder, through the heart and lungs, hit the left shoulder, bounced off, and rested in the little sac around the heart. True stories. So what's better, round ball or mini ball? It depends really on what you want and the way you're hunting. If you're hunting is up close, don't feel bad to use a round ball. If it's out far, well then, mini ball would serve you well. Her girl and army girl out.